runners-up prizes for him. Stephen Bunting was in the final yesterday. Runner-up to Vessel Nyman, his second runners-up prize of the year. Can Bunting get back in the winner's circle? Or Chris Dobey make it a third Pro Tour victory of the season so far? And Durrant alongside me. Chris Dobey's been in fine form on his route to the final, averaging 101.52 across the day. Some 4 points better than Bunting.
Yeah, two highly motivated, disciplined,
46.
confident players. This could be a classic.
Could be. Dobey
100.
beat Nathan Rafferty, Willie O'Connor, Gabriel Clements, Jeffrey de Graaf in a last leg decider, Luke Littler in a last leg decider, needed 150 to win that one.
93.
And Darrell Gurney brushed aside 7-1 in the semi-finals. For Bunting, Danny Van Tripe, Jamie Hughes, Jermaine Watermainer, Mike De Decker, Connor Scott and Andrew Gilding have all been put away as we have our first max of the final. It goes away with the bullet.
Yes, I think it'll be many 180s in this game.
95.
Masters champion of 2023 against the Masters champion of 2024.
100.
It's Bunting against the throws, first down to a finish.
$97.
Dobey, just in case, leaves himself the big fish.
Yeah, it just might change the strategy for Stephen. He'll have been thinking of going for the bullseye, stayed with that. And the big 18 leaves him sat
81.
pretty.
This will be a prime time to reel in the big one.
88.
White get the second dart.
He showed incredible
105.
bottle, didn't he, with that 150 finish we might talk about against Luke Littler. But Stephen Bunting has flown out the traps. This for a breaker throw. There's the marker. And he execute the last dart.
No score.
Oh, well.
65 then for Dobey. Oh, that's a beautiful first start. Leaves double 16. Double 8.
Game shot.
Chris Dobey holds throw. Held his nerve nicely after Bunting missed 3 clear darts at tops.
Yeah, that one will hurt. That'll sting just a little bit. Luckily for Stephen, it was
59.
early doors. Luckily, it was on the throw of Chris Dobey. Yeah, but that match with Luke Littler, he was 5-2 ahead. Luke Littler put the afterburners on. It went to 5 each.
180.
You were commentating on it, and with Luke Littler sat on double 15, one of his favourite doubles. Chris Dobey pings out a 150.
Yeah. Treble 19, treble 19, double 18 for Dobey. Might have designs on another big leg.
I think that reaction tells you that he fancied that one there, doesn't he? Because these players, when that first dart goes in the treble, both of them looking menacing. Look at the determination in the face of Stephen there.
58.
Every dart is thrown with real purpose, but it's the panache of Dobey. That Rolls Royce throw, I call it. May I look at the bull with the last?
105.
Yep, down to a 2-dart finish. Bunting here needs trebles. There's one of them. Now then.
140.
Decent. Dobey first in at 76.
This would be for a considerable move early doors in this game. It's tops. And he used that first eye. Just had to move a little bit
56.
to the left. Maybe just the weight of that last dart. Stephen Bunting, options on the 104.
He's going to stay there now, and he just couldn't
60.
quite slide off the barrel and into the target. So double 10 for Chris Dobey and a 2-0 lead. Race to 8.
Game shot.
Nicely done. So Dobey with the early advantage. Now with a break of throw, he'll look to consolidate.
Sometimes it feels like we've had the hors d'oeuvre and this is the main course, the final.
96.
Eerie silent in the building. I mean, there's literally 4 to 5 people, family members, management watching the game. It's just the dartboard and them. It's a great feeling to be in. Stephen, fresh in the memory of yesterday, where he averaged over 101 in that final. He just walked into something very, very special in Vessel Nijmegen. May take something like that as this game begins to warm up nicely. Expect to see power scoring.
Yeah, Bunting had a max in the opening leg.
93.
Nice last start. From 265, stay there. Just to find the treble.
57.
Can't quite do it. So an opportunity for Bunting here.
If he hits the treble with a first dart, could have gone downstairs and put another treble. 19 will get him down to that finish. Beautiful darts from Bunting.
And now it's Dobey's turn to look and apply some pressure.
$96.
There in the end. So Bunting then, 140 to break back.
Plan B is at least the ton. Put all the pressure on Chris Dobey in that 1-1-2.
100.
Now the scenario is really clear here, Mark, for me. If Dobey hits this, it's a massive move early in this match. He's gonna get a dart as well. Went low on tops.
92.
Pretty much the same spot. A reprieve for Bunting.
Yeah, tops then for Bunting for a first leg. We missed it 3 times in the opening leg. He's missed it again, but he doesn't miss double 10 on this occasion. And Bunting breaks straight back.
Couple of 14 darters. I think we'll see a couple of real special legs with them. You can see Stevens a lot more settled now. When you get that first leg on the board, and the double whammy was the fact it was a breaker throw as well. If
99.
he can hold his own here, and the shadow boxing, as I mentioned early doors, is a level playing field.
Here comes Dobey though. Well, there's nothing shadow boxing about that. That was one right on the chin of Bunting. And a max to kick off the leg.
92.
Perfect position when he finds that treble 20 bed. You saw his reaction when he missed it the next time. Yeah, I think he fancies something really special in this game.
80.
He's over a dart in front here. Bunting all around it, but not in it. So Dobey's nicked the darts back here. We could be looking at a 3rd successive break of throw. And the way Dobey's setting about this visit, could be another max incoming. It is 3rd of the final for Dobey.
So it was a couple of 14 darters early. See something big. Well, Chris is now on a potential 11 darter here against the throw. Tit for tat right now.
60.
Can't wait. He has the option here. When you go centre board, is the fear of hitting the bullseye. So I like that play. Back at tops, it hasn't been his friend yet. I highlight the word yet because Chris Dobey has found his beloved tops. Very rapid, he leads 3-1. Difficult moments now for Bunting.
Yeah, here he goes again, Dobey.
140.
Not quite the maximum he would have craved, but he would have taken that for sure. We're seeing one of those flurries of scoring from Dobey that could potentially take the game away from Stephen, but I know that Bunting is gutsy and courageous.
43.
At a loose visit.
Yeah, I know you asked me the question, did you think Chris would be doing this, you know, when you first met him sort of a decade ago? I mean, he fits the profile now of being a major title winner. For me, he was the best player at Alexander Palace going into the quarterfinals last year. 4-0 up against Rob Cross. To many people, you know, that can end careers. That can be on your mind for a long time. But he has a wonderful
93.
refreshing attitude to the game, and he, like I say, fits the profile to be a Premier League player and a major winner.
Yeah, that's the next step for him. She said Bunting will want a ranking title of his own. He's been knocking on the door, but has yet to get the breakthrough.
140.
Nice visit from Dobey, but this is gettable for Bunting. It is now. Magnificent. Double 10 for a break.
Game shot.
Absolutely superb from Stephen Bunting. It's another break of throw. Fist bump between the two. Sportsmanship of the highest order from Dobey there, who was waiting on a finish of his own, but Bunting kept him waiting. Absolutely superb.
Yeah, and for me, it's about getting your house in order when you're not throwing darts, is the story of Stephen Bunting. I've talked a lot about he was that character who was there to make you laugh. But now it's just pure business. His manager's behind me. He's watching the game. And I think he's been a big part of the success. He's got a great family as Stephen. Like I said, the upturn for him, maybe going from the 12 darts to the 18-gram darts, is probably going to headline most things to the upturn for Stephen. For me, it's just about what he's doing away from the board.
Yeah, we spoke about it earlier, about the comeback, the resurgence that he's had, Stephen Bunting. It's great to see. He's popular with the crowds everywhere that he goes. And enjoying life at the top end of the PDC.
45.
Want some titles to add to it, but once again, having broken, it's almost like a curse having the throw at the moment in this final.
Just like that first dart, does he? Can he just get the balance? He doesn't. On 310, you don't want to go down to the 19s.
58.
Bunting, two treble visit here. He's not going to leave a finish just yet. He'll be here. Great first dart. And again, surely
180.
it had to be, didn't it? Another max for Bunting. Sorry, for Dobey.
Yeah, when the first one goes, just expect the rest. Expect the rest. Fill it up.
180.
Like that.
It's beautiful to watch, isn't it? Two top players at the top of the game. It's the one dart at top scenario.
32.
Dobey can't take out the chance. Bunting to level up.
Game
Gets
shot.
double 10 again for the second successive leg. Bunting hits down the right-hand side of the board, the double 10, and we're locked up at 3-3. The standard of this game is starting to improve now as Dobey weighs in with yet another 180.
Fantastic start. You feel out of the two of them, Stephen will be happier at 3-3. Even just looking at the averages there, you just sense that Chris was maybe just the player just slightly ahead. So again, 4 perfect
95.
darts. That fifth dart's been his nemesis, his Achilles heel. Bunting respond.
$100.
Quite use the first and second darts there. Back comes Dobey again. Back comes Dobey again.
180.
It's incredible to watch these players in full flow right now. So 180, it was a response of a 180 from Bunting last time. Not to be here.
100.
Potential 11 darter.
Yep. Double 16. Has got time, and it's a good job he's got time, because Dobey misses a couple of darts there for a 4-3 lead.
See his reaction behind there. The standards he sets himself, because Bunting is going to be putting the pressure on. He's taking his time. 96, he'll stay there.
100.
He'd love an opportunity. That's 76. Will he be back?
Game shot.
No, he won't. Dobey, at the 4th time of asking, hits double 16 to lead 4-3. A race to 8 here. Bunting comes out firing. The maxes are flowing now. Two players with their eyes firmly on the prize here in Wigan.
93.
Dobey, who's been Just teasing us with a potential 9 this time. Stephen opens up with a 180. But after 6 starts, he'd be delighted with that. Simply, Chris needs to follow the max. With a first start like that, you'd expect a maximum from here.
180.
It's relentless, isn't it? It is absolutely relentless. Back comes Bunting.
140.
40 almost feels like a disappointment. Such is the standard here, but he's down to 81 after 9. He would have taken that for sure.
58.
Just in case.
Yeah, loving this matchup right now. It's a proper battle. Does he show the respect to Chris by going the 12 bull route? Is he thinking option? Absolutely not. Double 13.
68.
I'm telling you, he went the 12 route because you don't want to give this man any sort of opportunity. But Bunting will be back.
He will, but he'll be back knowing that Dobey is only 2 darts behind him. Big 5, the target. Oh, no, Bunting. That is not what he needed. And Dobey's pressure might just be about to tell. He's going to get 1 dart to snatch the 8th leg here.
54.
And he wires it.
Well, we talked about the free flow and action of the pair of the 180s. But also in the mix, you want that little bit of tension. The missed big number from Bunting. No problems this time. A double 4. What a marker that is.
5.
Wow. Fine margins. Bunting looks at that double 4. Dobey looks at double 8 for 5-3. Now he needs double 4 across the board. And he gets it. Well, Chris Dobey will feel like he's got away with one there. Stephen Bunting feels like he's had his pocket pick.
Yeah, remember that leg 8. If Chris Dobey does go on to win this game, because I tell you, he'll feel
100.
Is it my day right now? He made that decision not to come yesterday. He's been in Switzerland for the European Tour like many of the players. Just made that decision. And he wanted an extra day just to recharge the batteries.
57.
Stephen Bunting was electric yesterday getting to the final. Right now it's Chris Dobey who's made the first real move in this game.
Yeah.
97.
Leg 1, Bunting missed 3 darts at tops to take out the opening leg. And there missed 3 more darts at a double to level up the game at 4-4. Nice visit from Bunting. Far from done yet. Still 3 legs away, Dobey.
It's the clatter of them darts going in. The timing was perfect there for Bunting.
44.
That's a big mistake there from Chris Dobey. Just the 40 points behind now, Stephen. The 2 treble visit last time. And he's in the mix, isn't he?
100.
Is that enough?
Well, he's a dart in front. I get the feeling there's a few more bumps in the road. The Players' Championship 25 glory.
60.
Dobey doesn't get past Bunting by many. So Bunting here has in effect got the darts. This for a break of throw. Another one of those would be more than adequate. Great visit, Bunting.
Remember, this is on the throw of Chris Dobey as well.
140.
Just a reminder, the 64 didn't it look inviting a couple of seconds ago? But that response there from Chris Dobey. Pivotal moment in this match. It's crept into the treble 8. Double 10, big dart.
54.
We could be watching huge moments in this final. Tops for Dobey to open up a 3-leg cushion. And tops he will get. Bunting misses, and again Dobey steps in. And Chris Dobey now 2 away from a 3rd Players' Championship victory of 95. The year.
Chris would probably say it was a canny response.
140.
You were belter.
Bunting has had his chances.
99.
Dobey, in fairness, has had darts to win every leg barring one.
96.
Stephen Bunting now needs to get busy on that 60 bed.
100.
I feel it's now or never for Stephen. Where Chris, he'll go downstairs on the 265. That's awkward. Can't go to the 20s with a second dart, so he's just trying to find a way.
95.
Just bashes his way through to leave the big fish.
Bunting. Oh dear. Got to be careful, he leaves a finish now.
43.
Well, he does. It's a lot bigger than the one he would have hoped to leave. Dobey can't take out the big fish, but he's going to leave this very handy.
105.
Nice layup from Dobey. You feel this has got to go for Stephen Bunting here.
And it could. Another one of them big moments in this match. It's bullseye for a 1-6-4.
Close. Oh, again, Dobey hits the treble 11 from 65. He did this in the opening leg.
Game shot.
And he gets it. He is now one away and throwing for the title of Players' Championship 25 here at Robin Park in Wigan. And the key moments have gone Dobey's way.
Yeah, absolutely perfect, Mark. You're right. That timing has been so good for Stephen Bunting, who at times has been involved in a couple of cracking games. He's just had them moments, that timing that you just sense in this game, that timing. Those big moments have been with Chris Dobey, and he's been up for the challenge. 4 Players' Championships wins, 2 this year for Chris Dobey. He wants to win more. He has aspirations of being at the very top. He wants to be elite. And the way he's playing right now, who's to doubt him?
Well, it was all level at 3-3. Dobey won the 7th leg. And he's won the 3 after that, but Bunting has been first in all 3 and hasn't taken advantage.
140.
And Dobey now potentially one visit away from the title.
Yeah, you feel the writings on the wall. It's going to be a big ask for any player in this situation. It's the fact that Chris Dobey is playing so
60.
dominant as well.
Yeah, the numbers will say he's been the best player here today. Doesn't need to go for it here. But another one of those would be magnificent.
85.
Loose last start. It's not a foregone conclusion, 79.
Chris Dobey is primed for moments like this. He's been sensational today.
Yeah, 9 scored, yeah.
At least 70 points, so it's plan B. It's bullseye for the match. And it's canny darts, bonny lads. Chris Dobey is another winner. 3 times this year he's won the Players' Championships. But a moment just for Stephen Bunting, who's been the most consistent player the past 2 days. It's 2 consecutive finals. But unfortunately for Stephen Bunting, it's 2 consecutive defeats. But surely he'll see the positives from there. But the real moments belong to Chris Dobey. The Geordie juggernaut, he continues. Leg 8 was key. Missed big number from Stephen Bunting. Missed doubles from Stephen Bunting. And Chris Dobey mopped them up. Chris Dobey is the Players' Championship 25 champion.
Number 1 spot for Minehead at the moment. And today, it has been consistent all the way through.
Yeah, I think probably that was, going by averages, that's probably the worst performance of the day. So yeah, I'm had a day off yesterday, you know, just got myself back in shape and back together and come here wanting to do well, and first day, not bad, huh?
Well, not bad at all. Look, I mean, but that's not a surprise, the fact that you're playing at that high 90s ton average, because that's what you've been doing all year in this series of events. 3rd title, but a couple more finals as well. Bearing in mind that you've played, I think you've skipped 3 events. it's almost a quarter of them you're in the final. I mean, that is an astonishing record, isn't it?
Yeah, it's good going. Like I said, I've been practicing well leading up to tournaments, and I've probably been playing similar stuff for the last 3-4 years, and just not getting that luck. You know, you create your own luck, and little tiny bits of luck's going for me at the minute, and yeah, I'm playing well alongside it. So if I can keep playing like this in the big TV events, then who knows, I could get another major to me.
So do you think that's all the difference is? Things are just going your way. You don't feel like anything's changed in your game, if you're improved in any way. It's just that I'm playing at a level, I've been for a long while, and this year things are starting to go for me a bit more.
Yeah, of course, confidence. Confidence is key. I've come here, I've won a couple already before today, and yeah, I know obviously where I am on the Players' Champs, and I set myself, once I seen that #1 spot and I was doing well, and I said to the lads, I said, that's my target, I don't want to skip any more events, and obviously had the day off yesterday. I thought, yeah, that's my target, I want to be there at the end, and yeah, it's just give me that little kick with the backside to get on that practice board and start performing like this on a regular basis.
Good performance against Stephen in the final. You look to be coasting in the quarterfinal against Luke Littler and really had to pull something special out to win it. I mean, what was that experience like from, I think, 5-2 up, and then all of a sudden he sat on a double for the match and you pull out a 150?
Yeah, I think I missed double 12 for a 138 earlier in the game, and he took it, and it kind of hurt, but he wasn't at his best and he still had a 99, so it just shows you what kind of player he is. And I was up against it the back end of that game. Who knows if that 150 hadn't go, whether he hit 10 double 10 or double 15. On that side of the board, he's crucial, and I'm just glad that 150 went in. And yeah, I owed him one from the World Series. So
yeah, you may have done. Although Darryl Gurney owes you a few now, because you've beaten him 3 times on the way to titles this year, all on the back end of these events. Look, I mean, ultimately, it doesn't matter who it is. If you keep performing like that, you're going to win loads of stuff, aren't you?
Yeah, of course. Like I said, it doesn't bother who's in front of us. I just play the game properly, and no antics, no nothing like that. Just get on with it. If you win, you win. You lose, you lose. And I've been playing like this for a while now, and I'm just delighted to see things shown.
Last year had an amazing year on big stages. Obviously, won the Masters, quarterfinals over and over again in the biggest TV tournaments. This year, brilliant on the floor. Haven't had the results go your way in the big TV tournaments, but obviously as a player where you are in the rankings, that's where it's got to happen to really shoot up. I mean, is it Minehead, the culmination of the Players' Championship Series, that you're thinking that could be the one? As if I am #1 seed, there are plenty of opportunities. Grand Prix coming up next week.
Yeah, well, that's it. You have to do it on TV. My aim this year, coming off the back of the Premier League, I wanted to pick my floor game up, because when I was during the Premier League season, I was coming into these events not being able to get myself up for them, and that was a downfall to me, because these are our bread and butter. You know, this is what we do all the time, and I shouldn't be coming in these rooms and not wanting to be playing them, and that had to change this year, and I've knuckled down and really put the work in, and yeah, I'm just delighted to get my floor game back to where it should be.
I mean, ultimately, you know, you want to be in Premier League, World Series, all that stuff next year. You'll still get it. I mean, it is difficult to do all of them. You know, you're not the first player to say that once you've been travelling around the world and doing Premier League, that getting up for these tournaments can be tricky. But that's kind of what you need to do next year if you're in all that stuff.
Yeah, you've got to do them all. Obviously, it's going to be a busy schedule next year, but yeah, you've got to play as much as you can, and obviously if you're in big TV events, if you're in the World Series, you've got to look at the schedule and manage it well. And yeah, I'm sure if I can keep playing like this, then I can put my name in the mix, and hopefully I can get back to where I belong, I should say.
Where he belongs. Well, look, he certainly belongs to having a chat with us guys at the end of these events, because it is 3 times it has happened this year. His most successful year in number of titles won, and we're only at the start of October. Stephen Bunting, word to him, back-to-back finals. It's actually a match between the top 2 on the Players' Championship Series this year. Bunting trying to chase this man down. He had yesterday off, he's here today and he's won it, and he'll be back tomorrow looking to win another one, I assume.
Why not?
Why not? We'll see you then.
Cheers, Dan. Cheers, Paul.